I didn't really like that one. Sorry. That's just kind of, eh. The meme they use, I just don't like the meme. Anyway, add in more anger and you have a nice guys in a nutshell. And this is a little meme. I hate the friend zone. You make a girl chocolate milk and she won't have sex with you. Unbelievable. What's the point? Wow. Pretty much. Like I said with that guy earlier, you can't do nice things just for the... You can't do nice things in thinking that it's gonna get you laid. Like, you don't do nice things to get laid. If you want to get laid, then you have to develop game, honestly. I know that's like something that... I know that a lot of guys don't want to hear that. I know that when I was younger, and when I was still like really bad at talking to women, I didn't want to hear that. It's like you have to actually work hard and get better and better yourself and get some game and actually talk to women, approach them, be respectful, and just learn to talk to them. Like that's it. It's tough, I know. You can get some anxiety sometimes. It's hard to just walk up to a woman or like talk to them on Tinder and put yourself out there, but it's the best way, you know? And there's ways of communicating that you want to have sex with a woman without straight up saying, hey, can you have sex with me? Or asking for nudes or whatever. Especially asking for nudes. If a girl wants to send you nudes, trust me, she will send them. The crispy asterisk ones are always funny, man. Let's see. Number 1038. Bachelor of my princess. Blushes deeply. I would like to announce my love for my lady, Nikki Hong. I don't know what voice I'm doing right now. I had to settle on a voice. I think I just did like 3 different voices. Okay, let me continue. Looks at ground and takes deep breath. The first time I saw you was during our organizational behavior tutorial, where our eyes met and my heart dissolved into your beautiful blue eyes. You reminded me of my second favorite anime girl, the sweet princess Misty from Pokemon. I gotta stop for a second because you know what? I gotta say my sexual awakening, one of my first crushes was Misty, so I feel him on that one. I feel it. Like, Misty was, oh man. I'm thinking back to my youth right now. Anyway, let me continue. But the way your temper flared when Brock inserted it into the wrong hole. Oh wow, okay. A bulge grows larger in pants to signify confidence. Why can I not be with you? What is it that I am doing wrong? All I want to do when I wake up is turn around and see your beautiful blonde hair caress your oval face while you sleep soundly next to me as you awake to find me in your bed and scream, Nani! Heart, heart. My face glimmers with anger and confidence. Fires in my eyes. A lot of girls don't know a nice guy when they see one. So love react if you are looking for a sweet, kind, and gentleman. I have achieved awards with my 127 IQ, certified genius by scientific standards. I can satisfy your emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual needs, and not be just another man who will hurt you. This one kind of seems like this is like a mix of like everything that I've seen. This is like nice guy with the, what is it, like neck beards and the creepy asterisks and the I'm so smart, I'm very smart. Like, this is like everything. This almost makes me think like somebody just kind of made this post to post on here, maybe. I don't know. This is, yeah. I think somebody even said in the comments, this seems satirical to me. I agree. This is like way too much stuff all in one. This doesn't seem real. But still, the fact that it does happen. Yeah. It does happen. That's the funny thing. What is Nani? I don't. that was weird. I don't know what that was. I'm like, Nani? What is that supposed to be? Oh man, that is weird. We're just a bunch of clueless nice guys with kindness coins that don't seem to work in women's holes, so that the sex we're entitled to falls out because we weren't demonstrating good relationship material through the respect and courtesy that women demand. We were only pretending to be nice just to get laid. In response to our nice guys, this is a submit. Sub is dedicated to exposing all the women who complain about wanting a good man after dating jerks and riding a cock carousel in the prime of their youth and think they're deserving of commitment and financial stability. When all they have left to offer is their depreciated looks, narcissistic mentality, and used up vaginas. Women in their 20s have numerous opportunities to date decent men they claim to want, but they consistently reject or friend zone these men for jerks and bad boys who pump and dump them. She strings along the nice guy for attention and favors and accuses him of thinking he was entitled to sex for just being nice. Okay, so let's just break this down like paragraph by paragraph. Let's look at the first one. So it's interesting how these nice guys, quote unquote, can simultaneously be self-aware, but then do the exact thing that they don't think that they do. Like in this first paragraph, he talks exactly about what a nice guy does, and whoever wrote this shows an understanding of how being a nice guy doesn't make any sense. He shows an understanding, like he said that we're just a bunch of clueless nice guys with kindness coins that don't seem to work in women's holes, so that the sex we're entitled to falls out. They understand that they're not entitled to sex and that they shouldn't be entitled to a woman's body, but then they just go down here and they talk about like being entitled anyway. Like, it's ridiculous. They're like, in response to our nice guys is dedicated to exposing women, you know, and like there's this thing where they just assume that every woman is dating jerks and abusive guys and that they have sex with like 100 dudes. Like, they really always think this, and it's like, just because they don't want you doesn't mean that they are with every guy. They have this real emphasis on like dating virgins or something, and they probably get rejected by virgins all the time, and it's probably girls that are still virgins, and they think that because they rejected them that they're fucking like 50 guys, and they're not. You know, they have no idea, and they have this real these guys have a real entitled and focus on looks. Like them they won't look that good themselves, but they really expect to get like the hottest women. And it's like, it's okay to lower your standards. It's okay to date somebody that's at your level. It's okay to date somebody who you think is below your level. And in my opinion, like that whole like rating people thing, she's a 10, she's a 7, like shit like that, it's dumb, and I stopped doing that when I was like 20 something, you know? I mean, I still am 20 something. When I was younger, 20 something, like I just stopped doing that because it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And like rating people just off of like just looks is useless. I've dated some beautiful women. I've been with some very gorgeous girls, but even though some were gorgeous, they were not great people. So, you know, like, you have to look at all things. Like, if you expect to have this amazing life with a girl just because she's good looking, you might be in for a rude awakening. That's all I'm saying. And they just assume that like these women are narcissistic and they've used up vaginas. The used up vaginas thing is such an old mentality. It's like, yeah, you know, a girl could have birth and there will be, you know, changes within a vagina sometimes or things like that. But for the most part, a woman's vagina isn't going to change all that much from having a penis in it. Like, they really think that if a girl has a bunch of sex that her vagina is just going to be hanging everywhere, like flapping off the side of a table. It's just not going to happen. And it shows how little how little time they spend learning about sex. That's something that I recommend. Go online, find some books, learn about sex. Okay, if you want to have sex so bad, because I've seen these videos, I've read stuff, and there's like so many guys that like send these creepy asterisk text to women talking about what they want to do to them, and you can tell that they don't have an understanding of how sex works. Learn about sex. Trust me, it'll help you. And learn about safe sex, because you don't want to have sex for the first time at like, you know, 18, 19, 20, maybe older, 30s, whatever, and you're just not being safe, and then something bad happens, you don't know what to do. Like, learn. Please learn. We have all the tools. We have Google. We have like all these things that are so easy to access. Just learn, please. Like, used up vagina is not a thing. Anyway, And then the last paragraph, let's see. It's just kind of reiterating the whole, they don't date decent men and they date jerks and bad boys who have sex with them and then leave them. I'm going to say that most women don't. I mean, plenty of women will have hookups and everything, but the thing that these guys don't realize is that women can have hookups if they want. Women, just like guys, they can fuck. They can have sex. Like, they want that. Just like men do. It doesn't make them any less of a woman. Just like it doesn't make a guy any less of a guy. If a woman wants to have sex and do that with her body, as long as she's being safe, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, this is just so much emphasis on men trying to control women's bodies and what they do with them, and it's just like, get over it. Let women have sex. Like, they can have sex if they want to. You know? I remember when I was younger, I used to kind of think about that, like, oh, don't want to date a woman who's like always going out and who's with everybody, but that's just me projecting because I was very shy and introverted and I didn't like going out. So I would sit there and like dump on people who did go out, you know, and try to make myself sound like I was better than them. And that's all it is. Like, just this kind of trying to make myself sound better so that I don't feel as sad about why I'm not going out. And just for the record, I still am introverted, but I've accepted it. There's certain things that I just won't do and I will do. And that's fine. That's who I am, you know? You have to accept yourself for who you are without putting people down. And that's the problem with these guys. They can't accept who they are and they just put people down and blame everything else instead of fixing yourself. Fix what you can. Trust me, like, it's confidence and attitude and everything will get you so much further than you think. Like, just have confidence. Just they always put an emphasis on like how girls use them and like or whatever, and they don't actually like them. They don't want to actually be friends and like stuff like this. And you know what? That absolutely does happen. I will not. Yeah, girls absolutely. There are girls that use men for whatever, and they don't give a shit. Absolutely. Like, women can be just as bad, but you can't assume that. And if a girl is doing that, then move on. Like, get her out of your life. Do better. Like, that's all I can say. I will say, a couple years back when I first moved here, there was a girl that I worked with. We became friends. We would hang out. And at first I thought she was kind of being kind of flirty. Like, she would, you know, do things like touch my shoulder, like laugh at the things I said, like ask me if I wanted to like go out and see a movie, you know, go to dinner, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this could be cool. And then, you know, I'll go there. I'm always try to be the gentleman. So I'm like, let me pay for this dinner. Let me pay for these movies. And then, you know, like a couple weeks after that, she tells me like, just casually in conversation, she's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend's going to pick me up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But me being me, I kept doing that. And then I realized after like another week or so, I'm like, I can't do this. Like, she kind of just is using me. She apparently can't go to the movies with her boyfriend. She always has to go with me, and she like wants me to get her like dinner and shit like that. And I'm just like, I can't do this. So I just kind of dropped it. And then she comes back like, you know, a month later or something, talking about like her and her boyfriend were having problems or something like that. And me being dumb, I'm like, oh, it's probably over with them. And then I started doing the same thing, like going out with her and going to movies, and just the same thing happened. I'm like, I just had to cut it off. That's what you have to do. You have to just cut it off. If a girl is using you, and it does happen, trust me, it does happen, then cut it off. She's not worth your time. There are better women. There are good women out there just like there are good guys. And if you want to be a good guy, really be a good guy. That's all I'm saying. Okay, anyway, that's the end of this video though. If y'all like these kind of videos, let me know. Like and subscribe and comment and let me know what's up. Just kind of trying to do something new about something that I've been kind of studying, I guess, and like just watching and reading about lately. So definitely let me know if you want me to do more of these, because I actually kind of enjoy just kind of learning about this, and I want to help. You know, I was a nice guy, I feel like, And if I can help dudes who are like that, especially like young guys right now who are kind of trying to find their way, you know, I want to help. So, all right. Y'all have a good time. Like, subscribe, comment, and everything. All that good stuff. Peace.